Top of the day to you. We're going to be talking about human rights as it concerns the rights of children. The right of every child is that they must be protected. Even on war front, every child deserves to be protected. Domestically, children are to be protected. And I have to say this, I want to appeal to every adult out there. Whatever it is that is burning in your heart, whatever it is that is your intent and purposes, please do not use a child as a means of gathering evidence, whether for theft, for sexual abuse, or what have you. No police officer is allowed under the law to use a child as a means of entrapment. It is abuse on the rights of a child because every child is assumed to be unable to decide for themselves. And if you take a decision on things that will actually cause damage, harm, trauma to a child, how do you manage that? How do you correct the damage? And that is why I am appealing, particularly those that have intention to travel to cities that are very saner, people where laws are working properly. Do not use a child as a means of gathering evidence or as a bait to catch a sexual offender. No, do not involve children. It is not allowed under the law. It is not allowed commonsensically. Religiously, it is not allowed. If you use a child, the prerequisite for such action is error. It does not have propensity in law. It is standard, it is sacrosanct. If you use your child or use somebody's child in your care to bring or to actually nip or catch a sexual predator, the point is, it doesn't have propensity in law. You are just going to be endangering the child, subjecting the child to trauma that it will take a whole lot of years for that child to heal. So do not involve a child. The only thing I will say is this. Please, if you are aware that this person is a sexual predator or a particular child has been abused, immediately report to the police. And let us start thinking of how to raise our children. Make friends. Stop the fear. Stop gagging children from expressing themselves in your homes. Ensure that you allow children to be able to speak to you freely. Let them always speak their mind. Don't see everything as taboo. When children are free to express themselves, they'll be able to tell you some things that will make you act quickly. Be observant. Take note. Parenting comes with a lot of responsibilities. But trust me, do not ever think that it is the right thing to do because you want people to believe you. Do not use or involve a child in any form of setup. It is criminal in a saner society like London, UK, New York. The person that puts the child in harm's way will pay severely under the law. Another thing that is crucial, do not record, do not film a child. There is no excuse whatsoever for you to prepare yourself that you want to record a child being sexually abused, being sexually defiled. Child pornography is a no. It could get circulated and it will ruin the society. That is a bigger picture. Societies like London, cities like London, New York, they will look into the process before they start judging the end result of a process. If the process is errored, those involved will pay. That is the forward country, that is a forward-going Nigeria that we all are yearning for, you need to understand that the era of putting laws into our hands, jungle justice, trial by error, that era is over. We want people to start thinking according to the law. We want to raise children that will be able to express themselves, that will be able to speak up quickly. Let us start looking into kind of education and public orientation that will make children to start thinking and speaking up in this direction. We need to start saving every child, but we must not abuse children. No excuse whatsoever to abuse children. That is the bigger danger. That is the beginning. That is the source of abuse. So please, Nigerians, understand this aspect of the law and don't go and replicate what is not outside Nigeria. I am particular about you doing the same thing with children or children in your care outside Nigeria. Those societies will not allow such. But one day, Nigeria will start getting to that level. We want to think forward. We want to think about forward-going Nigeria, because a lot of people think because Nigeria cannot get better, there is no point making things to be the right way here. Even every child deserves to be protected, including you as an adult. You must protect that child. If you are aware that somebody is coming or is likely to abuse a child, or there is a sexual predator somewhere, protect the child. And if you are told or you are aware that a child has been abused, do not start some James Bond tactics. Tell the police immediately. They will see what they can make out of that complaint, and then justice will be served. Organized crime, premeditated crime, including using a child to gather evidence, is not tenable under the law in a saner society. Please, let us stand by what is right. Thank you. This message is being sponsored by Break the Silence Foundation, a human rights NGO.